Hey, truth bomb here. Research shows your brain burns up to 30% more energy when you're stressed. That means the holidays aren't just emotionally overwhelming, they're neurologically exhausting. But you know what? You can reverse that in minutes. Hey, I'm Karen Benet-Natraj. I'm your mental fitness and peak performance coach and the owner of the Mental Fitness Edge. I help entrepreneurs, leaders, athletes who are juggling the pressures of doing it all, like work, family, commitments, shopping, special events, while trying to keep everyone happy. But what I teach is simple. Stress is not your enemy. It's the signal, a signal that your inner saboteurs, your inner critic are running the show. So when you know how to recognize it and shift back into the presence, you reclaim calm, clarity, and its power to move through your day with ease. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that exactly so that the holidays become something you enjoy, not something you survive. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to interpret the stress that spirals before it hijacks your day. A simple mental fitness reset you can use anywhere, yes, even in the grocery store or checking out line. The real reason athletes lose time and energy during the holidays and how to reverse it. A strategy to keep more flow and ease so you actually enjoy the holidays, enjoy the season instead of enduring it. So, stress has momentum. Once it starts, it builds quickly because that's what we're used to. That's that automatic thought process that goes on in our head. And for many high achievers, for many athletes, for many high performers, the spiral starts before your breakfast in the morning. It probably starts the minute you get out of bed. The key here is to catch it early. So what do I mean? How do we catch it? Well, this is awareness and what you're feeling in your body. You feel that tightness in your shoulders. You feel your jaw just stiffening and tightening. You feel the energy in your gut. You have a headache. You're tense all the time. That's your inner critic because those emotions, those feelings came up from a thought in your head. What was that thought? This is where awareness comes in. So when we can understand what that thought was, we understand that's our judge, our inner critic, or one of the 9 saboteurs. That I teach in my mental fitness boot camp. I highly recommend it. It will transform your life. Anyway, the judge, that inner critic. I'm late. Why bother? I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm this. I'm that. But then there's a saboteur that takes over. Well, it's not perfect. I'm not going to do my presentation. Or I have to get to work early. I've got to rush, rush, rush because I'm trying to get this next position. Or. So when you recognize that, that's tension in your body. That's your saboteurs. Next is shift your attention by using a different sensation. And that different sensation is shifting that attention. Just take 2 fingers and rub them together. And you're like, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But pay attention to the ridges on your fingers. When you focus on the ridge in your fingers, it brings you in the present moment. You can do this under your lap. You can do this right here. You can do it wherever you want. You're in the middle of a conversation, the middle of traffic. You can shift your focus to the ridges on your fingers and just feeling that. It's simple. It slows you down and it brings you in the present moment. Feel that. Feel that sensation. And if you don't believe me, I invite you right now, 10 seconds. Let's rub our fingers together and just focus your attention on your 2 fingers. Feel the ridges on those fingers. I invite you to do this right now. Do it with me and just feel it. Let go of all your thoughts and just focus on the sensation of the ridges of these 2 fingers rubbing together. Have you ever felt that before? Not till now. Probably not. 10 seconds. Simple way to turn your shift from stress to success. You don't need another reset. A very simple mental fitness reset is taking a breath. So you don't need to meditate like hours every day to start your day off because actually it's proven that meditation is great. It's super great for your system, your body, the calmness, but it only lasts this long. The idea here that I teach in my boot camp is to catch yourself throughout the whole day because the stress is still going to come in later on. But at least you started off 4 hours of no stress, but then you had 20 hours of stress. So, another way of doing this is something that we have with us every single day that we don't have to shift or change. We can just focus, and that's your breath. Your breath is a gift. It's a gift that keeps us alive. We don't even know, we don't even pay attention to that. So I invite you to take a deep breath, nice and slow, bring it into your deeper lungs, into your gut. Hold it for 2 seconds and then exhale. And do that like 3 times a day to where you pay attention to your breath. This slows your nervous system down. It drops cortisol and restores your focus. Use it in a checkout line. Use this in holiday traffic. Use it right before a tough conversation. So high performers don't avoid stress. They recover faster. This is one of the fastest recovery tools you'll ever use. Pay attention to your breath. I use it when I run. I focus on my breath because sometimes I'm like, I'm not fast enough. I'm not good enough. Oh my gosh, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. I focus on my breath and I unite it with the rhythm in my body. And I find myself more in the ease and flow. But you can use this in any aspect of life. So now, how else do we lose time during the holidays? So most people think they're losing time because they're too busy, but that's not the real reason. You lose time because stress burns energy faster. Let me ask you, you had a full day at work and it's been stressful all day long. When you go home, you feel exhausted, don't you? I guarantee you do. But when your brain is in that constant spinning and spinning and spinning, everything feels harder. Your workouts feel harder, conversations are harder, decisions take longer, you forget things, you feel behind all day long. The solution here is shifting from that sabotage mode into sage mode. I teach this in my mental fitness. So when you're present, you're sharper, you're faster, and you're more focused. You gain time because your mind stops wasting it, being stressed out. This is how you stay consistent, even in the busiest of the year. So here's the game changer. Choose your moments that matter. Instead of doing everything, pick 3 to 5 things that make this season meaningful. Connection, movement, rest, a ritual, or something that brings you joy. I know for me, this time of year brings a different energy for me. It brings the specialness of all the lights, the color, the music. I love it. It's joyful. And then I invite you to ask yourself, what can I release? What can I simplify? Where can I choose presence over perfection? This is a great time to journal. This is a great time to take a moment and journal this because when we journal, it removes it from our brain and puts it out on paper. Flow comes from alignment, not from trying to be everything for everyone. This is how you protect your energy, protect your peace, and actually enjoy this season. So I've just given you 3 shifts. One is your finger. Two is taking a breath. And the third one is gratitude, journaling, asking yourself, what can I release? What can I simplify in my life? How can I choose presence? But a bonus is gratitude. The gratitude is the ultimate source of receivership. And I invite you to write 3 things that you're grateful for every morning when you wake up and every evening when you go before you go to bed. Because when we shift into that energy of gratitude, our life changes, our energy changes. So you guys, if you found this helpful, subscribe so you don't miss the next video on how to shift from that stress to success and from anxious to awesome, especially during the holidays. Have a great day.